Hey guys, I just wanted to go through some checklist things with you. So this is an 18-month-old checklist that I'm going to talk you through. So some social emotional things that we want to see happening or don't want to see happening is a temper tantrum. That is actually age appropriate for our 18-month-olds. Being afraid of strangers is age appropriate. They usually like to hand things to others to play with others. They show affection towards familiar people. They'll play simple pretend. Like the little boys, they may bring food or, if there's a certain character that they're really into on a show, they may incorporate that into some of their play. The little girls will, take care of baby dolls and that kind of thing, usually around this age. They may cling to their caregivers in a new situation. That's not a bad thing. They also want to engage you. So they're going to point to things that they think are interesting. And then they also will explore alone, but they want to kind of keep you close by. So all of those from a social emotional standpoint are perfectly age appropriate for our 18-month-olds. As far as language and communication goes, we want them to say several single words. We want them to be able to say and shake their head no, which usually they're starting to get really good at this age. And then we also, like I just said, want them to point to show you what they're wanting or needing at that time. And then from a cognitive standpoint, so like their learning, their thinking, their problem solving skills, we want them to know what ordinary things are for. Like we want them to know with a telephone, you want them to pick it up and, put it up like they're talking, or, a brush to brush their hair, or a spoon is used to eat with. We also want them to be able to point to get the attention of others. We want them to show interest in a doll or a stuffed animal and even pretend to feed that stuffed animal or that doll. We want them to be able to point to one body part. So if we say, hey, where's your nose? We want them to be able to point to their nose. We also want them to be able to scribble. It doesn't have to be inside the lines. It doesn't have to be imitating certain line strokes or anything right now. We just want them to be able to scribble with a crayon. And then we also want them to be able to follow simple one-step commands. So if you say sit down, you want them to understand what you're saying and occasionally actually do it. Now, from a gross motor or a movement or a physical development standpoint, the things that we want to see by 18 months are that they're walking alone, that they're walking up steps, that they're running, that they can even pull like a little pull toy or like a wagon or something like that whenever they're walking. We want them to be able to help get undressed. So they can help pull their pants down, they can help take socks and shoes off, that kind of thing. We want them to drink from a cup and eat with a spoon. So that's just an overall development of the 18-month milestones. This is just a checklist just to see kind of where you are, where you're lacking. So y'all can let me know, y'all can give me feedback and let me know where we are on things and if there's any new goals that we need to set according to these. Okay, thanks.